Hello, I am Atul Mathur, and today I am going to narrate to you my article titled Meeting the Watchman. This article is available in text on my LinkedIn profile. Most people think they know themselves well. I also thought so. After all, I knew my name, age, designation, place of birth, country of birth, qualifications, parents' names, and my many other details. I never had doubts about who I was until I faced an identity crisis while reading one of Deepak Chopra's books in early 2000. In the book, he mentioned the term real self repeatedly, which I dismissed as his blatant attempt to entangle the innocent readers into high-sounding spiritual mumbo-jumbo. What the hell he was talking about? Don't I know myself? Or is there a real me who is hiding somewhere? And yet the idea of real self perplexed me, planting in me the most profound question: who am I? Then one late night, while on an unplanned cyber trip, I came across a website offering a unique way to understand the meaning of the word meditation and open the door to meet the real self. Instead of burdening the readers with a long treatise on meditation or quoting Buddha or some other guru, it offered an experiential explanation with the following exercise. Step 1. Close your eyes. Step 2. Silently count in your mind from 1 to 40, but with one condition. No other thought except counting should cross your mind while you are counting. And step number 3. If any other thought arises, stop and start again at 1. I suggest you pause here for 2 minutes and try this exercise before listening to this article further. It won't take a minute or two. Close your eyes. Start counting silently. 1, 2, 3. And just ensure no thought crosses your mind. I tried the exercise once, twice, thrice, but some stray thought always crossed my mind before I could even reach the double digit sometimes. Crazily enough, sometimes the first thought was only this: no thought should cross my mind. Meeting the Watchman. The exercise, however, was not designed to make the readers struggle with no thought counting, but to prepare them to confront the following 2 questions. Internally, who is watching you silently count from 1 to 40? And second, who is the one watching that no thought should cross your mind? And who spots a stray thought when it does arise in your mind? Post-exercise, reflecting on these questions, for the first time I realized there was some entity, a kind of silent awareness, who could watch the currents of my thoughts. It was as if there was an invisible watchman who was watching my counting and also if any thought crossed my mind. Connecting the dots, I finally understood whom Chopra was referring to as the real self, that watchman or awareness in me. It also became clear that this mysterious activity called meditation was all about slowly allowing the watchman to do its job. Watch the thoughts and whatever else is going on in the present moment. That accidental meeting with the real self kicked off my journey on the path of meditation. Your watchman is hiding behind 3 tall barriers. Most people are aware of the potential benefits of meditation, which I don't want to expound here. Instead, I would like to share my experience with the challenging it poses to the beginners. When you get into the groove of meditation, as a side effect, you develop an irresistible urge to infect others with this idea. Over the years, I have talked about it with many of my relatives, friends, colleagues, even my own wife, but have also observed a disappointing phenomena. While most people wish to try meditation, majority, let us say more than 90%, simply can't get on with it. Who prevents them? Basically, 3 invisible barriers. Number 1, no sticks, no carrots, no habit, no need. If you observe your daily activities and ask, why do I do what I do? You will realize we act for one of the 4 reasons: reward, punishment, habit, or need. In the case of meditation, it involves no sticks. No one will punish you if you don't meditate. There is no cost involved. It involves no carrots either. Indeed, no quick short-term rewards are available on this path. It is not your habit as well. And finally, it's not like hunger. You can easily live without meditating. So no wonder most people simply can't get on with it. To begin this journey, can you simply do it for its own sake with no expectations? If you can, then slowly it will morph into a habit and then maybe a need. Number 2, the most difficult task: doing nothing. On the face of it, meditation looks simple. Just be alone in a room without any distractions. Sit, close your eyes, and simply focus on your breathing. And yet, being alone for even 5 to 10 minutes is one of the most difficult undertakings. The French mathematician, physicist, inventor, writer, and theologian Blaise Pascal was pointing at this very challenge when he said, "All man's miseries derive from not being able to sit in a quiet room alone." Can you commit to the most difficult task, being alone and doing nothing? If you can, the pendulum will slowly swing to the other side. You would start loving it. Barrier number 3. The beautiful valley is on the other side of the hill. Even after crossing the 2 barriers mentioned earlier, when people do try meditation, they come across the ultimate barrier, where they finally give up. At the start of the journey, an unpleasant surprise awaits the beginners. Instead of feeling peaceful, most people feel disturbed because for the first time they come to see the incessant traffic of arbitrary thoughts flowing in their heads and realize their mind is mostly beyond their own control. Their body refuses to sit quietly even for 5 to 10 minutes. Instead of feeling relaxed, they feel tired. Instead of feeling blissful, they end up feeling dejected and like a failure. Why do we have to face this mess? Please remember that through meditation, you are trying to become the master of your own mind. And this mess is its fight back to keep the reins of power. Meditation is a long game in which your determination will be tested early on. Don't be deterred by the steep hill of frustration you will have to climb in the beginning. Please remember, a beautiful valley is on the other side of this hill. Every time you meditate, even for 5 to 10 minutes, you will climb a few steps up this hill. Can you see the initial inconveniences and frustrations as roadblocks to test your resolve? If yes, you will eventually be standing on the top of the hill, overlooking the serene valley on the other side. Finally, even when people do want to start meditating, their mind keeps convincing them that tomorrow is a better day than today. The truth, however, is that tomorrow never comes. It's always today. So if you really want to take the plunge, today is the day. All the best.